Hello everyone, and welcome back to World of Warcraft. Patch 10.7, I believe it's called, is live. Actually, it has been live for about a week. I historically have a tendency to hold off on doing things right when they happen, except for certain circumstances. Mainly because I've kind of come to expect that you'll usually see some things when they first come out. They tend to be a little rough around the edges, and you need to give them time to be polished up a little bit. Percolate, let it percolate, as they sometimes say. What I mean by that, of course, is usually when a new patch comes out live, couple things. One, the game might have some issues because it just went live and they need to get feedback on, oh, hey, I found this bug, can you patch it up? And they'll fix it up. The other thing is, a lot of mods will be out of date, and we'll need to give the authors some time to update the mods to make them more compatible with the current patch. So that's one of the reasons why I held off on doing this, even though I also did take the time to do the Heritage Armor questlines. But let's just say I've also been a little busy in real life, where I was basically only able to find time to do that stuff, as well as a couple of other things. Or sometimes I was just a little too tired to be in the mood to record. So we also have news that I believe next month is when patch 10.1, the new big patch, will come out, which means a new place and a new raid and new tier sets and all that stuff. A new big patch. Now, there is a new place we're going to be going to, but we're not doing that in this video. That will be the next one. For right now, however, even though it's like, oh, hey, there's a report, we got to go back to the starting zone for the Drakthir and take care of what's going on there. Plus, I believe we'll get to see the cool cutscene that they revealed about the new patch, which I will talk about when we see it. But that will be for next time, because for me, the higher priority right now is that Mela here, Mela High Mountain, is asking for my help, because apparently Baine has something going on and needs my help. And if Mela and Baine are asking for my help, then I will absolutely drop other stuff and make that my higher priority.
High Mountain remembers you.
Dreadneeks, I have heard that you cultivated good relations with the centaur of the Ornaran Plains. I would like to ask a favor. Baine left for the plains a few days ago in search of a group of missing Tauren. I offered to accompany him, but he insisted on going alone. The Tauren of Thunder Bluff have a long and bloody history with the centaur of Kalimdor, as does Baine. While the Maruk Centaur are unrelated, I still have my concerns. Your presence could help soothe tensions, I hope. Just as a reminder, in Warcraft 3, The Frozen Throne, when we played the bonus campaign as Rexxar, we actually find, I believe it was the Centaurs, that actually kidnapped Baine, because we go to find his dad, Cairn, and we're going to ask Cairn for his help, but he's like, no, I can't, I'm done, just tell Thrall I died, I'm done, because he's so devastated that his son has been kidnapped and probably dead by the Centaur, that Cairn doesn't want to go on, because he thinks he just lost his son. How could he want to live on? So we as Rexxar go, and we go to the Centaur, and we find Baine. He indeed was kidnapped, but he's still alive, and we free Baine. Keep in mind, Baine is not a grown adult yet. He's still basically, like a teenager or a kid at this point. And so we rescue him, we bring him back to Cairn, and Cairn's like, oh, my son is alive, thank you so much. You can tell Thrall, I will be there to help him. So Baine has a very traumatic history when it comes to the Centaur, because, well, if you were kidnapped and basically threatened to be killed by, a group of centaurs, wouldn't that make you a little, have some either ill feelings or maybe have, like, some traumatic, like, emotional scars on yourself whenever that comes up? So I would imagine Baine still has some of that, carrying around, he's still carrying some of that around with him. And so that's why Mela is reasonably concerned.
Our thanks
so let's see.
Are always yours.
One more thing, please. Watch over Baine. He was so intense about this matter. I worry for him. So I don't believe that those two have officially, tied the knot. But I've been saying it since BFA, that those two were going to end up as a couple. Not just because I thought they would make a good couple, but because I thought it made sense from
the standpoint of Guard against
Well, basically from a political standpoint, in terms of uniting the Tauren tribes of Thunderbluff with the Tauren of High Mountain. You know, it's that old, you know, we unite together through marriage, have that kind of alliance together kind of thing. So I thought that would make sense, that they would end up together. But it just also came across to me, especially when we did the Tauren Heritage Armor questline, that these two could make a cute couple. And it's been a number of years since Shadowlands, in which we know that Lorthamar and Thalyssra officially tied the knot. So, but they haven't confirmed to us whether or not Baine and Mela have actually officially tied the knot as well. I wouldn't be surprised, though, if maybe we actually get that confirmation during this questline. But yeah, I would imagine that when Baine found out that there were Centaur in this era, even though they're not the same Centaur, it's like an old hatreds thing. Sometimes you just can't help but, have those feelings rekindled, whether you want them to or not. Because, like I said, he has a traumatic history with them. Hey, Baine.
What brings you to me?
Ah, Dreadneeks. Mela sent you? While I prefer to do this alone, I admit that your relationship with the Centaur might be useful.
We serve
A
as
tribe of
caretakers
Tauren
of this wood.
came to the Dragon Isles led by a close friend of mine, Bovan Windtotem. No one has heard from them since they entered these plains. If they have gone missing, then I must find them. Unfortunately, I underestimated the size of this place. You have an existing relationship with the Centaur. Will you go speak with them and see if they have any information on Bovan or his tribe? Perhaps they can help narrow down my search.
Stand strong. Stay
I will wait
true.
here. I prefer to avoid Centaur camps. Difficult memories.
Like I said, memories like that would not be easy to get over.
Greetings.
This is not a good time. What is it? So there's this tribe of Tauren. Explain.
Farewell.
Unfortunately, I cannot help you. Despite Balakar's death, the Nokud are still a thorn in our side. Most of the plains is contested territory, and my forces are stretched thin. Perhaps Samso Khan can offer some aid. Alright, what brings you to Murukai? Explain. I know nothing of your missing friends, but Tomul might. She has led our scouting efforts and would best be able to aid you. Tell her that she is to assist you in this matter with whatever you need.
Out with it.
We have our hands full with these Nokud hit and run raids, but if the Khan commands it, then I will help. Let me gather some scouting reports. I will meet you and your friend outside the city.
Go on then.
Alright. I mean, this is smart when you think about it, that...
Absolutely not. I will not have you following us about like a watchdog.
You don't want me here. I don't want to be here, but my Khan commanded me to help you with this, and that is exactly what I am here to do. Yeah, like I said, I can understand why this is not easy for Baine, But this also makes sense and is smart when you think about it, that because we have both good relations with both Baine and the Centaur, we can kind of be that middleman to help make sure that things go well between them. Because if we weren't here, this probably wouldn't go so well. But because I have good, political relations with both the Centaur and with the Tauren, I'm just able to be like, whoa, settle down. Let's everybody just stay calm. Let's take a breath and just kind of, be cool about this. Let's be cool. Let's put on the sunglasses. Let's be cool. All right? We'll be cool.
How may I aid you?
I sent you to get information, not to invite one of them to join us. Can you not just send her home?
No, Baine.
Earth Mother, guide us all.
Since the dragons returned, we've seen an overwhelming number of outsiders passing through the plains. Normally we keep a close eye on our borders, but their sheer numbers, combined with the Nokud threat, have made it difficult to track them. One scout reported a group of outsiders that match your description traveling along the eastern road. We should start a search there. As for your friend, my Khan gave me a command. A huffy companion won't stop me from carrying it out.
Finally.
Listen, Two-Foot, if you want to find your friends, you'll need me. I know the land and the people, so if you're done with your tantrum, let's go. I don't have all day.
Fine, but make no mistake, Centaur. I'll be watching you.
You can watch me leave for all I care. I have a job to do. Again, I don't blame Baine for feeling the way he does here.
The sky is
It's not easy for
Could you
someone
fly through
to
and
get
clear them
over
out?
that kind of stuff. It really isn't. My clan had nothing to do with this.
Lies! If my arm were not broken, I would strike you down where you stand. Enough! Let us deal with the immediate issue.
So this is an injured Wind Totem survivor.
What brings you here?
Shortly after we entered the plains, we saw our first centaur. They feigned friendship so they could assess our strength and numbers, then signaled their comrades to attack us. We have been harried by them ever since. Their latest attack was in force, and it took all we had to repel them. This Tomul has offered to help, but we have had an old saying. Beware the centaur bearing gifts.
Why? I am Baine, son of Cairn.
I don't think I've ever been met with so much hostility in my life. And for me, that's saying something.
You'll be back soon, I'm sure.
It seems the centaur here are not all that different from those in Kalimdor.
Honor those.
According to
who
this
came
survivor, the centaur
before
took them
us.
completely by surprise. Bovan led many of the braves against the centaur, hoping to buy time for the others to escape. He succeeded, but Bovan and most of the braves have not returned. We must find him. I need you to search the surrounding area. If you find survivors, tell them to make their way back here. If you find fallen Tauren, take something recognizable to bring back to their families.
For the Horde, always.
The Nokud have been stalking at outsiders crossing into the plains. This is no doubt their handiwork. The survivor says that most of their food supplies were destroyed in the ambush. We should try to help out. Let's collect meat from the plentiful game around the watering hole. That should be enough to cover their immediate needs.
I am not your keeper.
Since I'm not particularly welcome at the moment, I think I'll go help Dreadneeks.
You will go nowhere, centaur. You will explain everything you know about this situation. If I find you are lying to me, I want you close at hand.
I wish I could be able to be like Baine. Just settle down, okay? I was here. I know about the different factions of Centaur here. I can vouch for what she's saying, okay? Again, it's that whole, look. She trusts me, but so do you, and I need you to trust me on this particular thing right here, okay? Hey, Tavon.
How may I aid you?
Tell the brave how to get back to Baine.
Farewell.
The centaur told us that they were friends. We fell for their lies once again.
This is going to be one of those things where they think all Centaur are exactly the same and don't realize that there are different warring factions of Centaur here. It's like that whole,
What? It's like, if you know one centaur, you know them all.
and it's like, no, that's not the case here. But they have been very scarred by their interactions with the Centaur back in Kalimdor, who, as we've seen since Warcraft 3 and onwards, are not the kindest of Centaur. They have done a lot of horrible things to the Tauren. Appears to be Tauren nature. Flowers engraved. Seems to have revealed this lost their fight. Let's take the axe. Whoops. just as a reminder, or just to let you guys know, I'm currently at 397 item level, so yeah. Feeling pretty good these days, even though my guild has been trying to push Mythic and are like well over 400, but you know. I've also been working on other stuff and, like I said, been busy in real life and not playing WoW as much as they have been, so. Alright, get back to Baine.
Careful.
Visionless to this forsaken place. Why? Yeah, and it's also, like I said, not just Baine who is either traumatically or emotionally scarred from the experience with the Centaur back in Kalimdor. Lots of Tauren have felt the same way and had not so great experiences with them either. So if you think this is just Baine, no, this is for a lot of the Tauren from Kalimdor. There you are.
Hail.
Keeps us talking like a nursery rhyme. There's even a nursery rhyme for Tauren about the Centaur. That just shows you how much the Centaur have really left a scar on the Tauren people. And it just goes to show, like, if you're like, why is there so much, like, you know, hostility from the Tauren here about the Centaur? Well, yeah, because there's a very bad history that they have with them, so. I know it sounds like I'm trying to, like, excuse or even, like, be like, oh, no, like, look, you know, as if I'm trying to, I guess the term would be excuse the Tauren for this. It's not so much me excusing them, it's more so me just trying to explain why they feel this way. That there is a history and reason behind it. I'm not saying it's right, I'm just trying to explain that this is why it is, and, well, hopefully we can be able to do something about help make that not the case anymore. Alright, so we've got plenty of the meat. A discarded necklace. Alright. And a unique headdress. Alright. Are there any other questions, or is this little inquisition over?
We will soon discover the truth of all this.
Speak up. Finally.
Good. There should be plenty.
Go on then.
Spirits watch over you.
I have spoken to the survivors, and no one has seen Bovan since the battle. This headdress that you found on the deceased Tauren does not belong to him, so he is either still missing or captured.
Without
Our next priority is to catch up with the others who fled during Bovan's stand. Hopefully, Bovan and the other braves have regrouped with them. This Tomul says the most likely place the Tauren would seek refuge is an abandoned village to the southeast. While her reasoning is sound, this is also the perfect location for a trap. Dreadneeks, I know you vouch for her, so I will give her the benefit of the doubt. Let us hope your trust in her is not misplaced.
We are stronger together.
Are you always so distrustful of people that you've just met?
Only when they are Centaur or Murlocs.
Sounds like there's a story behind that. Care to share?
Not today.
There is a story behind that Tomul, but trust me, it's not one he'd want to just openly talk about with people. There you are. I was beginning to worry. As you can see, we found more people who don't like me.
What?
The good news is that we have found the other Tauren. The bad news is that this Bovan he seeks is not here. The irritating news is that everyone here wants me dead.
I am not.
As soon as we arrived, Baine was whisked away. Bovan is still missing, so he is speaking to someone named Tagar. Of course, I've been left out here in the cold. It seems they still won't trust me. In any case, you should go in and speak with the Tauren. Take the items you found and try to identify who they belong to. At the very least, you can let the families know that what we have discovered so far. But be gentle. For some of them, this may be the worst day of their lives.
You'll be back soon, I'm sure.
I like that she does take that into consideration. Well, I'm sick of standing around. I'll head over to Pinewood Post, check in with Baine when you're done. Tell him that I have an idea where Bovan might be. Perhaps that will catch his attention. Alright, let's see.
Peace, friend.
So, this axe.
Be careful.
This axe belonged to my friend, Nawa. She would never willingly part with it. If you do not see a body, then chances are she may yet live.
How?
About this necklace.
Be careful.
This necklace belongs to Bovan. I would lead a search party if I could, but we are in no condition to leave the village.
How may I aid you?
So, this headdress?
Goodbye.
My husband is gone. My daughter will grow up without a father because of the centaur. Just as I did.
May the Earth Mother smile upon you.
Thank you for what you have done for these people. As for Tomu, I hate to admit it, but she seems to be proving her worth, despite her grating personality.
Honor those who came.
If Bovan is not dead, and he is not here, then either he is still out there, or he has been captured. Given Tomu's message, I fear it's the latter. The Wind Totem are safe for now, but with an attack possible at any moment, they can't spare any braves to go after Bovan. It looks like it is up to us. Let us head to Pinewood Post.
We are stronger together.
Tagor, I will be going after Bovan. Tomu says she might have a lead on his whereabouts. Baine, she is a centaur. How can you trust that she is not leading into a trap? If she wanted that, she could have done it already. She has sworn to help save Bovan, and thus far she has upheld her end of the bargain. She may not be an enemy, but the centaur is still unreliable and without honor. Perhaps she will help for now, but will she stand with you in your hour of greatest need? I have my doubts, but I will give her the opportunity to dispel them. One way or another, we shall see what her words are worth. Farewell, my friend. Earth Mother, watch over you, Baine.
This is ridiculous. The centaur in this outpost are my clansmen. They are not about to do anything to you.
I will not enter a centaur outpost unless it is to do battle.
We fight when we must. For Azeroth.
Trying to convince Baine that we are here to help is like trying to move a rock by talking to it.
Go on then.
The Tauren stand proud.
Tomu wanted me to wait for you in her encampment, but I politely declined to do so.
For the
Tomu
Horde.
says the attacks on the Wind Totem were carried out by an enemy clan known as the Nokud. Just down this road is their closest outpost, and the most likely location where Tauren prisoners would be taken. The task is simple. Rescue the captives. We do not know how many there are or how long they have been here, so we must hurry. I speak from experience when I say, Centaur do not keep their captives for long.
Without honor, we have nothing.
We're here to rescue the captive Tauren, but I do have a personal request. The place that we are assaulting was once my home. The Nokud took over after a surprise attack during the Civil War. Take these Shikar banners. When you kill a Nokud or one of their allies, plant a banner on their corpse. I want to send a message. If they continue to occupy our home, they will pay in blood.
I am not your keeper.
Well then, Tomu, lead the way.
When we fight the Nokud, remember, I'm the good centaur. Don't hit me.
I shall do my best.
Our tribe holds a special connection to Wind Eagles, descended from Onara herself. The nestlings and eggs are trapped in our overtaken village. Please, help save them.
So this is part of a world quest.
I need a target.
I do try to lessen the amount of actual clicking that I do. It's a work in progress, but sometimes I just kind of almost habitually, just almost inadvertently, just be like, click on it, even though I'm just like, no, no, and I tell myself, don't do it, and I still do it. Oops.
It's too far away.
I just remembered. I'm supposed to be planting these banners on their corpses. Whoops. And those corpses have disappeared. So now this is going to be longer than I wanted it to be. I get so used to the quests are like, just kill this many of this enemy. And then it's just like, it throws something different like, hey, after you kill them, plant these banners on their corpses, you know? Like, you're working on this quest and then you forget, oh yeah, that's right, I was supposed to do this thing while doing it. Now I gotta spend more time trying to do it. My bad.
I need a target.
Here we go. There's another captive right there. They asked about the Emerald Garden, huh? Interesting.
Have you seen Bovan? Does he yet live? They took him. I don't know where.
Tewfoot.
I saw the banners all across the Highlands. It will not change what happened, but it puts a smile on my face.
You'll be back soon, I'm sure.
We have scoured the camp and saved who we could, but Bovan is not among the captives.
We serve as caretakers of this world.
If Bovan is not here, then they could have taken him anywhere. We might have one last chance to find him, but it's a long shot. We still have Bovan's necklace. One of the Onir mystics might be able to use it to help divine his location. I've only heard about this ritual, so I have no idea if it will work. Go to the Onaran Springs and look for Boku. I'm sure he will help us. Baine and I will make sure that the Tauren that we rescued get back safely. We'll meet you at the Onari Springs.
Finally.
It feels different being back here.
Tomul, was this your home?
It was, until the Nokud launched a surprise attack and put it all to the torch. And now my home is gone and my people are scattered across the plains.
I know how you feel. When I was young, I never had a place to call home. Home was where my people were.
Then perhaps we have more in common than you thought. Come, let us take the Tauren home. I would love if this had been voice acted, because I would have loved to have heard the voice actress put in that hesitation when she said the word home. Like there was in the dialogue there, where you could tell that there was a hesitation in her saying that word because of how much it bothers her. But,
The eagles are safe, thanks to you. They will grow up to become proud hunters of our clan.
Like, we just heard her voice actress right there, so she's doing the voice acting for the world quest, but not this one? I don't know. I don't see why this quest could not have been voice acted. Maybe there was another reason for it, like maybe the actors just weren't available at the time, they had a scheduling conflict or something. I don't know. I just think that if this had been voice acted, it would have been more impactful, because we know that they still have Baine and Tomul's voice actors available. But for some reason, this quest isn't voice acted, and I would have loved if it had been, just to really hear the voice actors try and get across what's going on in this story. Of course. I'm sure we can find your missing friend. You know, ever since you were promoted, you've become far too optimistic for my taste. Wait, is this Boku from the story of this? It is! That's right, I forgot that was Boku.
Calm heart, clear vision.
Tomul has filled me in on what you need.
Go where the wind takes you.
I'm sure I can find this Bovan wind totem, but I'll need a few items from you. First, I need a selection of flowers that grow at the base of the springs. They have the specific properties that we're looking for. Next, I require the heart of a salamander. A stronger heart will better our chances. Look for the strongest that you can find. I can gather the rest of the materials on my own.
Follow your heart.
I'll just collect my things, and then we can meet at the... Actually, we'll have to do the ritual outside the camp. Baine is uncomfortable around us. How strange. Why would anyone be uncomfortable around us? So, Boku, let me tell you a story about these other centaur from a land you've probably never heard of called Kalimdor. They were not quite as civil as you centaur are here. Alright. Hello, Salamander. No heart. I just keep going around, give me your heart! Nope. Do you have a heart I can take?
I don't have a target.
Just reach in and just pull their heart out all Kalima style. Kalima!
For you youngsters out there, that is a Indiana Jones
I need to target
joke
something first.
from a movie called Indiana Jones and the Temple of Doom. Alright. Elementals, do you mind? I am trying to pick some flowers, thank you very much. Gosh, can't a demon hunter go around collecting flowers without elementals attacking her? Like, seriously.
I need to get closer.
What kind of world do we live in where I can't go around just picking flowers without getting attacked by various elementals? I tried to say that as straight as I could, I'm sorry.
I can't attack that.
Gosh. Leslie Nielsen really did have a gift to be able to deliver just absolutely silly, ridiculous things like that with the straightest of faces. Like, sometimes it's just really hard to try and pull that off. Try and say lines of things that are very silly and stupid and ridiculous with a complete straight face and delivery. It's why those movies with Leslie Nielsen, whether it be Airplane or Naked Gun, were so incredibly successful and popular because he was just that good. He was that talented at doing that. And it's not easy to do. Sometimes it's just way too easy to just start cracking up over thinking like, oh my gosh, what am I saying?
How many times have you performed this ritual?
Counting this time? Twice.
We fight when we must.
When we could or anything like the centaur from my youth, then Bolvan does not have much
Earth
time.
Mother, guide us all.
Baine is still skittish, but at least he's not so huffy anymore. Maybe my charming personality is starting to win him over.
I am not your keeper.
Fair skies, friend.
Yes, this will do nicely. Since your friend does not wish to enter the springs, I've set up here.
Bless you.
Let me
Stay
just
safe.
grind these flowers, and there we are. All ready. Take these items and place them in the incense burner. Together with Bovan's necklace, I can entreat Onara to help us find him. With luck, she will give us a vision.
Go where the wind takes you.
Okay, so now it's apparently underway here. It just took forever to trigger. Oh, Onara, grant us your aid. Show us where we may find Bovan Wind Totem.
Bolvan? He looks badly hurt. Who is that centaur with him?
I was afraid of this. His name is Jamoku. He is a powerful Nokud, an ally of the Primalist who leads a large army. It means your friend is in Nokuden Hold. This mission has now become too dangerous for just us to handle. I must speak with Sansok Khan.
There is no time. Did you not see Bolvan? We must reach him now.
That place is the seat of Jamoku's power. We cannot rescue a friend alone against an army. It would be foolish to even try.
We can make our way in undetected. I have a few potions that will mask our presence. We have no time to find aid. We must go now or Bolvan will die.
Even with these potions, the Nokud war dogs will sniff us out in a second. I will not throw my life away for a lost cause.
So this is how you aid me? By fleeing at the first opportunity? Tagar was right. Your words are worth nothing. Go then, coward.
Fine. If you truly insist on getting yourself killed, I will not stop you. Yeah, so I thought there was a bug or something, so... I was actually asking around, but if my guild had encountered that bug, but no, it's just apparently a very long delay of the quest for some reason. And now it's doing it again, because apparently it didn't work. Or it didn't trigger. So yeah, there's the vision. So apparently I had to do this again because it apparently didn't trigger the continuation. I don't know. This quest right here now all of a sudden comes across as a little buggy. Again, I really wish that this whole thing was voice acted. I don't know why it's not. And to me, there's just not really much of an excuse that Blizzard could give about why this isn't voice acted, since a whole bunch of the rest of the expansion is voice acted. But for some reason, this is not. I don't know why. Tamu, wait! Don't go! Oh, Baine. Whoops, sorry.
How may I aid you?
At least I have one reliable ally. Thank you.
Stand strong.
I should have known I could not trust the Centaur. They may provide token amounts of aid, but they would never risk themselves for us. Let us focus on the matter at hand. We cannot allow Bovan to remain in Centaur captivity. I will set out immediately for Nokudan Hold. Meet me there as quickly as you can.
We are stronger together.
I will meet you outside the Hold, Dreadneeks.
Oh, Baine.
There is so much to document in the Onaran Plains, hero. Another
And I will not be documenting them today. Maybe another day, but not today.
Spirits watch over you.
You have arrived. Good.
Earth Mother.
Time is
guide
against us. We must find Bovan as quickly as possible. This hold is teeming with Centaur. Our search will go faster if we split up, and it will be easier to slip by the patrols. Take one of these potions I brought. It should help you go undetected. But beware of the Nokud war dogs. If Tamu spoke correctly, they will sniff you out. Search the area for Bovan. If you find him, get him out. Do not wait for me.
For the Horde. Always.
Here's the potion.
Alright. Sorry, I've never liked this blinding white effect here. Like, it actually bothers my eyes. It's like, ugh. Like, does it have to be so blinding when we go invisible? Could it not, please? Oh, now you show me the war dog there. Oh, that's great, thanks. Three prisoners were brought from the Highlands for interrogation. They may hold information about enemy movements and plans. Bitten off by a dog. Have yet to gain any useful information from the prisoners. 2 died under interrogation. 1 yet lives. And how convenient for us, it's going to be Bovan as the last one who survived. That's probably why that werebear was here. The first half is illegible. Jamuku wishes to oversee his interrogation personally. He will talk or he will die. I want to dash, but I don't want to break the potion's effect. See, I was worried the war dogs were going to be all over this place. Not really. This is actually pretty straightforward and easy. Unlike, say, if this was a rogue quest from Legion, and it was like, oh gosh, oh gosh, oh gosh, oh gosh. Nope, never mind, I was wrong. Bovan is dead. I'm sorry, Bovan.
I am Baine, son of Cairn.
I was too late.
Honored. When I was young, the centaur took me. It was Bovan who found me and aided in my rescue. Without him, I never would have. It was my turn to rescue him, and they have robbed me of it. They will never hurt anyone again.
Baine. Baine.
The Tauren stand proud.
Nokud, Galkus, Magrum, Kolkar, they are all the same. They plague the land. They murder my people. No more! I will end this centaur threat. Here, now!
We serve as caretakers of this world.
Nokud, I am Baine Bloodhoof, son of Cairn Bloodhoof. I will have justice for Bovan and all the lives you have taken.
Okay, I guess we are now just taking them all on.
I'm out of range.
And how much you want to bet that the other centaur are going to show up ready to help us out once we are a little in over our heads here. I do love seeing Baine go full on, like, I'm gonna just go to town on these guys. It's one of the only times we actually get to see Baine really show off what he's capable of as a warrior. Because how often do we ever get to see Baine fight? Like, seriously. He's usually quite passive and doesn't really do any fighting. And until something like this happens. And then it's like, okay, now he's like, you know, like, that's it. I'm ready to just let everything go and just unleash. But let's not forget, his dad was quite a fighter too. In fact, if Magatha, I actually forgot her name for a moment. If Magatha had not cheated in Karen's fight with Garrosh, I guarantee you that Karen would have beaten Garrosh. Absolutely. But it was the poison that ultimately beat Karen. Because if you really, like, pay attention to how that fight was going, Karen was wiping the floor with Garrosh. And I think Garrosh knew that, which is why he got so upset with Magatha for cheating in the fight, because then he didn't get to prove if he was the better warrior than Cairn, which he wasn't. But the majority of the time, they usually don't tend to get very aggressive and are not really into fighting all that much. But when they do, they are quite the wrecking ball.
I need to target something first.
Alright, let's go down here and just, like, start really, like, pulling stuff here.
It's too far away. I need to get closer.
Sorry, the targeting thing at times just doesn't really work out for me all that well. That's why sometimes I'll instead just click on what I want to actually target, because I'll be like, why am I not attacking this thing, but I'm actually targeting this thing, you know? Or another way around.
I'm out of range. It's too far away. I need to target something first.
85%. Whoops. And sometimes my muscle memory is not all that great when it comes to the buttons on my keyboard, which is why I'll usually resort to just clicking on the button rather than, you know. Now maybe that's also my fault for not exactly having the best setup when it comes to key bindings.
I need to get closer. I'm out of range.
May the Earth Mother smile upon
Jamoku. He is mine.
Jamoku.
He said, "Who dares challenge the might of Jamoku? Come and face me, outsiders!"
After cutting through dozens of centaur, Baine is visibly fatigued. He is breathing hard and covered in wounds.
Jamoku was responsible for all of this. I will not let him escape.
Without honor, we have nothing.
I will not leave until Jamoku pays for what he has done. I will avenge Bovan, no matter the cost.
Stand strong.
Come,
stay true.
Let us end this monster once and for all.
So it looks like he's up here.
More outsiders come to meet their fate.
I don't have a target. It's too far away. I need a target.
Enough of this! I will strike you down where you stand!
Well struck.
I did not believe you would come.
Honor is of great importance to my people.
Yes, as it is to mine.
Come, let us gather our dead. Speak up.
So you're somehow both expressionless and smug. What? Did you really think that I would leave you to do this alone? I said I would get help, and I got it. After I left the Onaran Springs, I went straight to Sansok Khan to rally the Rangers. Few were available, but there were enough for a surgical strike into the hold. I lost 2 rangers on this rescue mission. Perhaps Baine will know what our words are worth.
Go on.
I think he does.
How may I aid you?
Jamoku is dead, as are many of the Centaur. We have avenged Bovan and the others. In hindsight, perhaps we should not have taken on the entire Nokud army. Luckily, Tomu's timely arrival helped even the odds. A Centaur fighting to save a Tauren. I never would have believed it.
Honor those who came before us.
What?
You are lucky that we arrived when we did. We intercepted the Nokud reinforcements about to flank you during your fight with Jamoku. We lost 2 of our number in that battle. Their bodies have already been recovered. Bovan's is the last. The Nokud will not take long to rally and hunt us down. We must leave now. Head to Togusuk village, where the Tauren are encamped. We will meet you there.
You'll be back soon, I'm sure.
Baine, it's time for us to leave.
I know.
My rangers and I will escort Baine. Meet us at the village. You got it. By the way, I will also say this. I'm not sure I quite remember Bovan from Warcraft 3. I have a feeling that what he said there might have been a retcon. Because I'm pretty sure it was Rexar who saved him from the Centaur when that happened. Not Bovan, but maybe Bovan was there and I just forgot.
The local Thunderspines have infused...
This is why I need to go back and finish that playthrough of Warcraft 3 Reforged. Specifically do the Rexar campaign, because that's the only one I haven't finished in that playthrough of that game. Glad to see you made it out in one piece.
Well met.
Decades ago, I asked Bovan to help save Baine from the Centaur. I owed him a great debt for that. But I failed to do the same for him. I must bear that for the rest of my life. My only path forward now is to honor his memory by protecting his people.
Ancestors watch over you.
I admit, I initially objected to this shared funeral. I do not think I will ever forgive the atrocities that were committed by the Centaur against my family. But if this helps build a world where Tauren and Centaur can coexist in peace, then I support it. For my daughter's sake. I think my husband would have wanted that.
Go in peace.
The Tauren stand proud.
Out with it.
Baine hasn't said much since we left Nokuden Hold. I did not realize just how much this Bovan meant to him until now. As for me, I will head back to Morukai after this funeral. My Khan's command has been fulfilled, even if this was not the outcome that we would have liked.
Finally.
What brings you to me?
The Shakar has lost 2 of their own during the battle. All of Tomu's reinforcements. They volunteered to help. Of their own will. I have much to consider. After speaking with the Shakar, we decided to honor our dead together. We have blended our funerary rites into one ceremony for this occasion. We would be honored if you would stay and participate.
Stand strong. Stay true.
Yeah, of course I'll participate.
Earth Mother, guide us all.
We are here together in the sight of the ancestors to honor our fallen. Bovan Wind Totem, Karul Wind Totem, Bork of the Shakar, and Josie of the Shakar.
Joshi was my mentor. Though strict and severe, he had a kind heart. He taught and cared for the orphans of the clan. I will carry on his legacy. My sister Bork loved animals. She would nurse any injured animal back to health with a bakar or a tuk. Her compassion will live on in me. This I promise. My husband Karul filled our lives with silly jokes and laughter. I hear his voice in my daughter's laughter, and I will remember him. Always.
Bovan, my friend. He once rescued me from certain death. He asked for nothing in return. I live a life dedicated to courage, humility, and honor because of him. I can never repay him, but I hope that my words and my deeds honor his memory. Always. Honored ancestors, welcome our loved ones at your hearth. May their spirits know peace, their deeds be remembered, and their memories live on through us.
I am Baine, son of Cairn.
Bovan is gone, but his people remain. Why did he bring them here? What did he see in his visions? The Wind Totem have always been nomads. Perhaps he saw that they might finally find a home. Or did he know what would happen with the Centaur? Did he bring us here to make peace with them? Or to make peace with the hatred in our own hearts? All I know for certain is I must continue to live according to his ideals. In that, I can honor his life and memory.
For the Horde.
I have sent a message to Mela in Valtraken, relaying what has happened here. I suspect that she will be relieved to hear from me, and in knowing that she was right to send you. Before you leave, I would like to speak with you a moment.
We are stronger together.
PapaNeeks, there are few who would have gone to the lengths that you have to aid me in this endeavor. You had no personal stake in this matter, and yet you risked your life for my sake. For this, you have my deepest gratitude. Should you one day require my assistance, you need only ask. And now, there is one last person that I must speak to.
Baine. You're my brother. I will always have your back. No matter what.
We serve as caretakers of this world.
Tomul, I owe you an apology. Fear and old hatred clouded my eyes, and I let it affect my judgment. For that, I am sorry.
Thank you. We all grapple with past traumas and grudges, but it takes strength to move forward with them. We are not that different, you know. Both of our peoples value balance, nature, peace, and honor. Perhaps there is still room for friendship?
Perhaps. For now, I wonder if you could show me your home. I would like to learn more about your people.
It would be my honor. You are my second favorite two-foot, after all. I'm still her favorite. Well, that was a nice little quest line. A nice follow-up of what happened to Baine, because it's a nice reminder that that's not something you get over easily. He may have been young, but that doesn't mean he got over it. And this is not just for Baine. As you've seen, this is something that's been going on with the Tauren people for a long time. They had nursery rhymes about the Centaur. But it's nice to see that there is now this step forward in terms when it comes to having these two groups perhaps finally make peace with each other. So, that was the questline involving Baine and Mela and the Centaur of the Onaran Plains. Nice little questline, and it looks like we got a little something out of it. Supplies plus a toy! Display of strength. Okay. I just heave a giant tree like a huge distance. Sure. Alright, well, I'm going to clean up my inventory here, and when we come back, we have somewhere to go. I believe this place that the Drakthir awoke from has reopened. Plus, we need to follow up on what happened in the raid involving Razageth's siblings breaking out of their prison. We'll have to follow up on that when we come back. Stay tuned.